Up next, a good old-fashioned singles match. Season 0 veteran, Season 0 original, who has put his career on the line.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making his ring from New York City, New York, in the United States of America, the Arab of American Dream, Hassan!
Hassan has publicly vowed that if he does not win the New Year's tournament next year, he will retire from professional wrestling. This man is a Triple Crown champion in the AWL. He needs only the New Year's tournament to be a Grand Slam champion. And his challenger for tonight, an old guy.
And his opponent, making his way to the ring, Satoshi Tobu!
Satoshi Tobu, who made history being the oldest ever graduate of the AWL dojo, a long-time veteran over a 20-year career as a professional wrestler on the Japanese independent and deathmatch circuit, if you're wondering where he got all those scars. Very much a self-made man in the world of professional wrestling, much stronger than he looks. His pump handle slam has proven deadly in his few matches here on the AWL main roster. But he is here right now in the AWL arena, the world famous AWL arena in Tokyo, Japan, and he is up against one of the best the AWL has ever seen, the Arab American Dream. 10 minutes on the clock, standard singles match rules, tachiai, collar and elbow tie-up as it should be, and Hassan with the strength advantage, pushing his opponent back into the corner. The referee calls for a break, has to get physically involved in order to make that happen. Clean break. And going up, Fisherman Buster. And while Satoshi Tobu does wear the mandatory knee pads, they're a little bit further down, almost shin pads. So that's that Fisherman Buster going to be bone on bone. Irish whip across the rope. Oh, and an interesting counter by Hassan and a flying lariat to take down Satoshi Tobu. The preseason of Season 18 was not good for Hassan. He wound up crashing out in the first round of the New Year's tournament this year, prompting his vow. He was also the first man in and the first man out of the contractual obligation Rumble. And right now he doesn't seem to really have a tag team partner, with his former partner Kid Canada occupied being the Grand Champion. First cover of the match, only a 1 count. About a minute and 10 seconds in. And there's a lariat, and that's kind of what happened to what happened to Hassan at the hands of Matt Classic 2 at the Contractual Obligation Rumble. That's still on the YouTube video. Last video in the playlist of preseason 18. Satoshi Tobu, knowing every dirty trick in the book from his deathmatch days. Whip into the corner. Shot to the small of the back into a quick cover here. And I guarantee you, Satoshi Tobu did not expect to win on that exchange, but he did expect to force his opponent to kick out and thereby expend energy. And look at this, an arm lock, lifting his opponent all the way off the ground. The strength with no leverage, that's complete dead weight. And again, this isn't really intended to get a submission, but it is intended to wear down your opponent's arm pretty badly. And if you wear down the arm of Hassan, you take away the paradigm shift of Hassan. Back up to the top, back up to his feet instantaneously. He's going for something here, goes for a wrist lock. No, kick to the midsection. Is that going to let Satoshi Tobu grab that deadly pump handle slam? No, but the chop to the throat. The multiple chops, and now going for some sort of no, it's, by God, it's going to be a pile driver. Pile driver. The neck and the arm both now in a bad way. Cover. 1, 2, no, not even a 2 count. After that arm lock and the pile driver, But notice how he had to sort of swing the handle. Paradigm shift! Paradigm shift! Isatsuwaza! Cover! 1, 2! Satoshi Tobu just kicked out of the paradigm shift. Hassan cannot believe it, by the way. That thing that John Moxley calls the paradigm shift, Hassan was doing this thing first. What do we have here? Backdrop! Driver! Shades of Morishima Takeshi. And that's the transition. That's the setup. Pump. Handle. Slam! Into the cover. 1, 2... An inauspicious beginning to the season for the Arab American Dream. But victory, vital victory for Satoshi Tobu. He's not your dad's daddy wrestler, ladies and gentlemen. And you see that flurry of chops early in the contest. And that pile driver, I thought that was going to be it. Off of that pile driver, but this couple of seconds it took to get to the cover, that gave Hassan the time he needed to get his wits back about him. But the pump handle slam, he was not getting out of that. Paradigm shift, no good. And I wish we were going to see the reaction of Hassan here. He couldn't believe it either.
Here's your winner, Satoshi Tobu!
Satoshi Tobu looking forward to Season 18 as we look forward to tomorrow, the first ever Joshi Champions Showcase. I cannot wait for that. See you tomorrow. After all, Suzuku.